Typically in our startup research, we focus on funding, partly because it's the easiest yardstick to measure the landscape. But this year, as funding is faltering and as AI reshapes the industry, we want to dig deeper into what startups are doing and thinking. So we conducted a global survey of travel entrepreneurs. So today, I'll be translating some of the results into takeaways for the industry. The survey was conducted in May and June of this year. Given how fast things are moving, some of the numbers are probably different already, a little bit higher. Thanks again to all the entrepreneurs who took the time to take the survey. To begin, we asked travel startups how they're using generative AI in their product, operations, or internal processes. And first, I'll note that only 5% currently aren't using it and have no plans to, would be all the way on the right side of the chart. 14% aren't actively using it, but are exploring it. So that means overall 81% of travel startups are using AI in some meaningful form. The top use case is internally for productivity. Almost 2/3 are doing that. Then internally for content creation, a little over half are doing that. Then integrated into their core product or user experience for their customers, exactly half are doing that. And enabling customer support, just around 1/3. And the impact is clear. The majority, 54%, report that Gen AI has had major positive impact on their company so far. Another 32% say minor positive impact. So that's 86% overall reporting positive impact. Then 11% said neutral or no impact. Only a handful of people said they're seeing negative impact. So almost no one thinking it's more of a distraction or a waste of time than a net positive. And the positive impact is most notable by far for faster product development and prototyping. A full third ranked those as the #1 positive impact. That'd be the purple parts of the bars, followed by increased content output, improved customer service, and cost reduction. And what the point about faster product development implies to me is that the classic test first, build later lean startup approach may be flipping. It used to be better to make sure you understand the market before building a product for it. Now it's arguably better to build a prototype first because AI makes it so easy, and then see if it resonates with the market. Either way, don't forget about the role of Phocuswright research in helping you understand the market. The bulk of investment funds raised is going towards product development and engineering, with 58% of respondents ranking those #1 in how investment funds are primarily used. Again, the purple part of the bars. Hiring and team growth ranks second overall. 23% rank that #1. And the rest of the funds are spread out across other functions. And a key question is whether such a large allocation of funds will be needed for product and engineering in the future, as AI is able to assist with more and more sophisticated technical tasks. As I've outlined in the chart, a full third of respondents said they were expecting at least 26% of their company's code base to be written or co-written by AI in the next 12 to 24 months. And this is already happening even at large companies. For example, Robinhood and Salesforce report already over 50% of new code being AI generated. And when asked to rank the ways that Gen AI could impact their business and the travel industry over the next 1 to 2 years, the idea that smart use of Gen AI will be a major competitive differentiator in travel was the #1 ranked choice overall. So a lot of faith in how disruptive it could be. And acceleration of product development and launching of features faster was top in terms of overall selection. Almost 70% ranked that in their top 3. Followed by reducing the need for certain roles. And then the idea that Gen AI native startups could outcompete slower moving incumbents. Around 1/3 believe that, yet very few believe that incumbents could entrench their advantages by adopting similar Gen AI tools, meaning most startups do believe they have a chance at major disruption. At Phocuswright, as you know, we've been paying special attention to autonomous AI agents, and we asked how relevant emerging AI-driven agent-to-agent commerce will be to their business and to the travel industry in the next 3 to 5 years. And very few said not relevant or even unsure. Most believe these agents will be very relevant or game-changing for both their business and the industry. That would be the 2 sets of purple on the bars. This presentation is just a subset of the data in our latest startup report, the AI Native Edge Travel Startups 2025, which contains all the findings from the survey, as well as some analysis of the funding landscape. And for more on the funding landscape, you can also watch my presentation from Phocuswright Europe on YouTube. You can scan this QR code to go right to the report and read it if you're a subscriber, or purchase it if you're not, and you can use the code GAMEON25 to get 20% off that report. But to leave you with one of the main conclusions from the report, it's that AI native companies building without technical baggage, thinking carefully about how the world may look in 5 or 10 years, could gain distinct advantage over legacy competition. And this is indeed already starting to take shape a little bit. A couple of the startups we name in the report as good examples are Bonafide.ai, who presented on stage earlier today, and DirectBooker, who will be on stage in a little bit. And this is one of the big reasons why I would say it's really game on time now. This was an article and accompanying report published by BCG about a month ago, why CEOs need to prepare for AI-only rivals, AI only. So this is the potential end game of AI native companies. And this scenario that they wrote caught my attention. Imagine you're an insurance executive waking up to a jarring headline. A fully autonomous AI-only insurance company has just launched. It has no employees, no underwriters or claims adjusters. It touts 50% lower premiums, 24/7, 365 service, and settlements in minutes. Within hours of the announcement, your company's stock tanks. And I thought, what if we applied that to travel? So imagine you're a public OTA executive. An AI-only travel retailer launches with no call center and no human agents. It promises similar automation, 10-second refunds, and automatic disruption management with 0 fees and visibly lower total trip cost. It optimizes across airline, hotel, and car loyalty programs with one-to-one personalization. It assembles ancillaries in real time for each customer. You realize suppliers have been quietly testing it since it only charges a 5% commission. Within hours, it starts undercutting your paid search with agent-driven creative that iterates constantly. Analysts slash your EBITDA outlook by noon. Maybe this isn't the most realistic scenario for various reasons. I'll be one of the first to say that the most likely OTA disruptor competitor could be OpenAI, not a startup. And it's hard to imagine a lot of travelers ever really wanting a fully autonomous travel seller with no humans in the loop. But at this time, who can say for sure? There's so much unknown. I would love to know what you think, actually, so grab your cards. And if you think this will still be science fiction in 10 years, hold up a red face. If you think it's at least possible or even likely, hold up a green face. I see a lot of green, some red, but a lot of green. So, okay, everybody's on board. This could be very disruptive. No matter what you believe, it's clear AI is going to change things one way or another. So what should travel companies be doing to prepare? Number one, strive to become at least AI adaptive, meaning transformation of highest impact workflows, not just by adding AI, but by architecting around it. Number two, an obvious one for travel, strengthen and scale uniquely human capabilities like imagination, empathy, and human touch. Number three, serve as a valuable node in the AI ecosystem by focusing on your unique data assets and making sure the data is clean, your systems are interoperable with AI systems, and by focusing on trust and relationships. How far in the future are we talking for AI-only rivals? BCG said 5 to 15 years, and that isn't such a long time. Certainly, we have seen revolutions in this time frame before in the travel industry. If you want to be a winner at that time, you've got to be in the game now. So more than ever, I think there's lots that the industry can learn from AI-native companies, which are practically, by definition, startups. And for that reason, I think it's as good an idea as ever to keep an eye on Phocuswire's annual list of the Hot 25 travel startups for each year, as well as the companies that come through our global startup pitch competition, and of course, launch. Phocuswright takes a lot of time to screen hundreds of companies to separate the signal from the noise. And we're going to see lots of signal today and lots of AI on display in our launch competition. So with that, let's kick off launch and see what kind of game this year's innovators are playing. Thank you.
In the travel industry, innovation often moves fast, and the Travel Trends podcast is where the industry comes together to stay ahead. With exclusive partnerships, custom content, and global activations, we connect brands to the voices that are shaping the future of travel. Join us in 2026 as we continue to lead the conversation and bring the leaders together that are sharing and shaping the future of travel.